1922 is a horror film and is based on the novella by Stephen King. The film is about a man who conspires to kill his wife for financial gain. And yeah, this is pretty much an average movie. And unlike Gerald's Game, which sucked me into the story and the characters, 1922 does the complete opposite. The story, for what it was pretty weak. And if you really think about it, it's a story we have seen dozens of times. A man kills his wife for financial gain. How many times have we seen that before? In fact, while I was watching this, I did remember that an Alfred Hitchcock movie did this type of story before, and the characters weren't that interesting. And that's a shame, because with Gerald's Game, the film was a real character study. It really delved into the characters in that film. But in 1922, it feels like they rushed through the characters' developments. And it was really hard for me to get behind the characters in this film because I didn't really give a crap about them. Like, the main character's motivation to kill his wife is rushed through in 10 minutes. We're not even given enough time to understand why he wants to kill his wife. They just rush through it in 10 minutes. And another thing that hurts this movie is it runs at a very slow pace. And in some films' cases, a slower pace can work to a film's advantage. But you've always got to throw something in to keep the audience interested. And this film was a challenge to sit through. Straight up, this film was boring. It takes a long time for anything to happen in this movie. And the main character's plan to kill his wife doesn't take effect until half hour into the movie. And even getting to that scene felt like an eternity. But what really hurts this movie the most is that there's no personality to it. And what I mean by that is there's no style to this movie. With Gerald's Game, that was directed by Mike Flanagan, the film had trademarks by the director that I was familiar with and I could get gripped onto. 1922 had no trademarks to note. This was a film I feel like could have been directed by anyone. The only thing the film has going for it is some of the shots do look nice. Overall, this movie is just dull. This film has no style, nothing unique about it, the characters were average, the story was average. This was pretty much an average movie. And it's really hard for me to bring up anything positive about it because this is just so average. And even when I said with some of the shots looking nice, a lot of the other shots are just dull and boring to look at. By no means is this a terrible movie, but it could have been so much better. So if you're looking for a Netflix original movie based on a Stephen King book, I would still recommend Gerald's Game because that movie was far superior than 1922. And I'm gonna give 1922 a 6 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my channel below. As always, I'm NETX5. Thank you for watching.